I come from a little town in Idaho, southeastern Idaho. Its lack of cities meant as soon as it was legally possible, I got in a car and drove to the nearest one I could find. And then on to England, got a passport and bought a book on Georgian architecture thinking that would matter way back then, and it didn't quite. Good cities are best when they're places that people from around the world come together and live very close to one another. Right now, Los Angeles is primed to become a very interesting and new kind of global city in the early 21st century. It sits between, as a hub today, all of the activities that are happening either to the far, far east of Asia on the one hand, or the eastern coast of the United States and Europe on the other, and we operate very much like LAX, moving ideas around the world and trying to understand them as they pass through. UCLA plays a big role in the sense that a publicly funded research university is an incredibly important model for higher education, not just in this country, but around the world. We have students enrolled today within this school who are going to be practicing for the rest of this century. The idea that any of us have an idea what those kids ought to be doing 50 or 60 years from now is, I think, silly. What you can try and do is develop a sense of curiosity, a degree of individual confidence and self-belief and worth and identity of one's own interests, and that actually can matter in the world, and that gives you the means to navigate a world of phenomenal, absolutely unbelievable change of all kinds. The question is, what are the ways that one can listen to what's going on around you? Leaving the studio and the classroom and the seminar, really getting out into the world. Artists imagine the world 10 or 20 years from now that none of us can see. Rarely do artists get that right in their view of the future, but I always say to them that's not really the purpose. It's having the belief that seeing the future matters.